and raised here my entire life in the government housing projects. It's important for me to share that because I think that most people will think that because I grew up in the government housing projects, they can determine who I'm supposed to be. But I am a living experience of you can make it whatever you want it to be. For me, the word queen oftentimes was used, they would talk about trans individuals and say, oh, la queena, oh, those queens, the drag queens. But we're not drag queens. And then I started researching the word, and it was originally an old term to refer to women. Oftentimes, our reality as transgender women were negated. They're saying they're not real women. And for me, it was a reappropriation of the word. And for me, it also was taking on the heritage of what they refer to for my mom in this neighborhood. My parents have been part of this neighborhood for a very long time, and we're here in the cradle of the Chicano rights movement during the time it was happening. And they would refer to her as that because she was a rallying point for people and was an activist herself. And I love the idea of being socially responsible to others, not to lord it over people or to be a queen over people, but to, in a sense of service. My life has been dedicated to serve my community. I think most trans individuals that you speak to have that moment, that aha moment, right? That you think like, okay, there's something different about me. With that also came the realization that it was not meant to be shared. And this was in kindergarten, and we were going to recess. And there was a teacher at the aide who was a mother, who was one of the local mothers here. And they separated us into going to outside and playing the sandbox, and some of the girls went to the house area. And there I went, trying to go to the house area, and he said, no puedes ir para allá, eso es para las niñas. And in my mind I was thinking, oh, hello. And she, politely pointed me to go outside, and I'm not about to get my outfit dirty. Yeah. So simultaneously there was a cucaracha, a roach crossing across the floor, and she stomped on it. She was like surprised by it, stomped on it. And in my mind, believe it or not, it was automatic for me to think like, I'm that cucaracha. And meaning like people might be afraid because I'm different. So what's gonna happen, I'm gonna get squashed. So I internalized my experience of being a trans person. So the royal court is kind of I would say it's similar to the Masons in that you could believe whatever you want to believe in the sense of religiously. But it's really a chosen family, a network of people who are going to support each other to accomplish their dreams. We use the fancy titles. We have the fancy, pomp and circumstance and the traditions that we've created, and the titles are meritorious, depending on where people live, on the streets that they live, which street they live on, or they choose. But everyone has a collective agreement to serve the community and to the best of their ability. And that's really what it's about. It's about serving. We don't have a brick and mortar building yet. We haven't incorporated to get grants. In fact, what we have done is build people. Our investment is human beings. Yeah. And our investment too is to raise money and offer it to organizations that are doing work, or to offer it to organizations to start work that we feel is needed in the community. The violence that transgender women face, especially trans women of color, is truly tangible. We have a trans person murdered every 29 minutes. That's not only is it horrendous, it's unacceptable. And I think that we have the power to change that as trans people. If I'm able to walk out of my house and have people respect me for the woman that I am, and we operate in that reality day to day, we could achieve anything. I just think that the world is not ready for us, but we're gonna make it ready for us.